Speaking in an interview during the Brazil game show, Naoki Hamauchi... What did I say the other day? This guy can't stop talking. We're going to get everything we need to know by the time we get that first trailer at the Game Awards. Square Enix finally did it. They came out and admitted it. What did they admit? What did they come out and say? We've talked about it here on the channel. We'll get into it here in just a second. Smash that subscribe button. Like the video. Share it around. Tell your friends. Tell your folks. Tell everybody who cares about Final Fantasy and gaming content. Let them know about your boy, Uncle Ray. Anyway, what did they do? We talked ad nauseum after Remake came out, right? I was here on the channel talking about this. I was like, narratively, they could go one of many paths. I had my theory. Everybody, you had your theory. Everybody had their theory. Or they could play it safe and just remake the game and install a lot of stuff from their notes and things they've had over the years and the compilation and all that kind of stuff. They hit the eject button. Let's read this article here. It's on Game Rant. It's about Naoki Hamauchi talking about how all fans are going to love the ending of this game. I don't know how that's possible the way this fan base has been divided. But let's get into this article real quick, and I'll give you my thoughts, my perspective. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 director Naoki Hamauchi has recently revealed that he expects the trilogy's last installment will be loved by everyone. While the first two entries in the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy have been a big hit, some changes to the original story have been controversial, and fans are eager to see how the plot will unfold. Released in 1997, it is often considered among the best Final Fantasy games ever made. It's like the best game ever made, the OG game. Its success led to several spin-offs over the years, with the announcement of the Remake trilogy taking place around a decade ago. Final Fantasy VII Remake was launched in 2020 and was followed by Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in 2024. Naoki Hamauchi believes Final Fantasy VII Part 3's ending will satisfy both new and old fans. I like they call it Final Fantasy VII Part 3. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 it's a mouthful, right? Final Fantasy VII Part 3. Speaking in an interview during the Brazil game show, Naoki Hamauchi... What did I say the other day? This guy can't stop talking. We're going to get everything we need to know by the time we get that first trailer at the Game Awards. We're going to have everything we need to know because this guy can't stop talking. He's on a press tour. He's been given clearance to drop nuggets by the people in charge, marketing. This is all part of the marketing strategy. This is the slow roll without making content. Send our director out to these game shows, talk about it. This is all part of the marketing cycle. This is what we talk about here on the channel. The marketing, the business, reading the marketing. Anyway, I want to get back into it. Speaking in an interview during the Brazil game show 2025, Naoki Hamauchi confirmed that the team already has a clear idea for ending the trilogy. According to the director, well, I hope so, you're already making the game. According to the director, the conclusion will appeal to both old school gamers who played the original Final Fantasy VII and those who started with the new trilogy. Hamauchi also revealed that he's very confident in the upcoming game and that Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, oh, he said the whole thing, okay, will be loved by everyone. Normally, gamers may not be so intensely curious to know the details about a remake's ending, but Final Fantasy VII Remake made some bold changes to the original FF7 storyline, so some fans are concerned about what may take place by the end of the third game. Hamauchi also said in the interview that the team could have cut some parts and turned the entire project into a single game, but instead they focused on utilizing new technologies to their full extent to remake the story, opting for a trilogy. One of the advantages of making multiple entries was touched upon in a previous interview when Hamauchi addressed Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's feedback. At the time, the director explained that the final entry in the trilogy would be a better experience due to all the player feedback. However, the developers wanted to avoid changing the core experience of the game due to players' comments, as the creative vision should come from the creators, not the fans. Exactly. Tell your story, make your story, whatever. I mean, they see all of our theory videos out there, but they're still going to just make their story. It's our theories and our complaining or whatever you want to say. Our feedback isn't going to affect how they want to tell their story. Win, lose, or draw, just let them tell their story. It's unknown how long fans will have to wait to play the trilogy's final entry. My guess is February to April 2027. though Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 already has an internal release date at Square Enix, but this has not been divulged just yet. Hopefully the title's development will continue to run smoothly and gamers won't have to wait too much longer. That should be a longer there, I think. Until they can finally discover how the remake's story will end. Okay, alright, so let's get into it. So, the fact that he's saying the old school gamers and the people who just started playing Remake are going to love the ending, that tells me they're just straight up remaking the end of the game, like the remaking Final Fantasy VII. I think there will be more of a conclusion. I think there'll be more of a Lord of the Rings-esque kind of conclusion, because two of the big cinema franchises they use to influence some of the stuff they've done in this by using your own set of eyeballs is the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Matrix, the original Matrix trilogy. So that is paramount to what they're doing. Listen to him talk about this. If you're gonna appease old fans and new fans who didn't play the old game, the clear answer is you're just getting us to the ending of the OG game. Now, some more stuff at the end of the game to clear things up would be great, because there's a quote by, I believe it was Nomura Ankatase, like after Remake came out, like in that a few months after it came out, people played the ending and saw the ending and everything. They were saying that if you play through the Remake story, like all the games, that you're still going to be able to like go watch Advent Children and it still lines up. That's out there. That's out there. So that's why I changed my mind on all these crazy theories and changing the ending, and it's an alternate reality and all this. I scrapped all that stuff because I was like, they're just going to remake the game. They're just using all the notes and everything they've used over the years. I've said this ad nauseum here on the channel. I don't want to get into it again, but you know, I've been on record as stating that this is just the final piece of the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. They made it a trilogy instead of one massive game. You can debate back and forth whether or not they should have done one or the other, or if this path was the right choice. I'm not on that train. I'm on the train, just tell your story. Like, that's where I'm at now. But it is interesting the way this is worded. This is not him just coming off the cuff with something. He's been given, you know, a directive. Say it kind of like this. Say it your way, but say it like this. This is the message we want to convey. Now, the message they want to convey to everybody, now that we're getting closer, what are we getting closer to? We're getting closer to the Game Awards. I thought we were a month out from anything else like to talk about. I said that last night. We were 1 day away. We were 1 day away. Here we go. This is the beginning of them dropping little nuggets for us on the marketing. What to expect. I think Square Enix wants to start squashing all the fan division. That's exactly what the statement's about. They're like, get ready. If you are an OG fan, you're going to love the way this ends. If you just started playing Remake, you're going to love the way it ends. Because they're just remaking it. Injecting all the story elements from the compilation, injecting all the story elements and all the notes they've had over the past, and wanting to expand characters and give them more to do. The ideas they had for Zack and Aerith, their time in the live stream, what it means for Zack to be this guardian entity kind of looking over Cloud from the other side, Aerith and her continual functions within the live stream, all this kind of stuff. All these notes they've had. I would love to get my hands on this stack of notes that they've had over the years and just be able to read these things. In English, of course. I need somebody to translate it for me. But just read these notes they've had over the years, because there are notes that won't even make it into this. Like, there are ideas that they have had that won't even make it into this. And that's fascinating to me. They took the best of their best ideas and still made 3 huge games. This third game is going to be massive, and I am so excited. I am so excited to see how they make all this stuff work together and make it wrap up. We've all got our theories, we've all got our ideas, what we think would be a good idea, but at the end of the day, I believe they're going to stick the landing. I do. And I think Hamaguchi's a rock star. I really do. I think he is one of their future rock star directors at that company. Really good dude. You know, seeing him in person, seeing his love for the franchise, and he really has a love for this story in particular, I think is paramount to what they're doing, what they're building. So sending him out to do these press tours is amazing. He is the director. He also loves the story. He is the perfect ambassador for this thing. And when he says that everybody's going to love it, I feel like, well, everybody's not going to love it. You got your haters out there. You got haters that just want to see it fail. But if you're looking at it from just like a base level, you know, curiosity, even if you want to see it do good or you're just kind of waiting for it, you don't have an opinion either way, I think those people are going to love this game, the ending. So, and again, I think we get Meteor. I think we stop Meteor. But I think we get like a big ending. I think we get like a long, kind of drawn out, Lord of the Rings-esque kind of like epilogue. And that's what it needs. You can't, I don't think you can just be on the high wind and then Meteor hits, blows up, and then Aerith prays, and then, you know, roll credits, and then you see Red 13 and his cubs running, and there's Midgar. I don't think you can end it like that now. You have to have an epilogue, and I think that's what they're talking about. So anyway, post your comments below. Let me know what you think about that. I think this is exciting, and we're ramping up. We're ramping up, baby. Here we go. Here we go. It's time. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's get it. Let's push through the Game Awards. Let's feast, and then next year is going to be Hype City. Getting ready for this game. Things coming out. I'm pumped. I'm ready. I can make 5 more videos right now, but I'm not going to because I got to get ready to go to work. But anyway, subscribe to the channel. Throw a like on the video. Get me out of my 9-to-5er. I appreciate it. I want to do this stuff full time for you all. Be in the studio, cranking content all the time. Let's get it. The march to whatever that number is going to be begins today. You all have a great night. Be safe. Be good to each other. Keep rocking. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care.